Welcome back. This is Dennis Kelly of First Impressions Media, and I'm thrilled once again that you can join me. If you've been with me for the first 6 videos, I feel confident we can talk comfortably as friends now. The series thus far has, I hope, laid some groundwork for you as to some of the common but unfortunately all too often repeated mistakes and hiccups that too many advertisers have taken too long to learn. And I hope that some of the information that has preceded today's video has made you aware of the importance of some simple and basic but powerful things you can do to make your advertising stronger, be more memorable, be more efficient for you. And it is quite simply an easier way to do business when you know how your ads are performing and where you need to fix things. One of the challenges that many advertisers face is money. Well, I got a big budget, I can buy anything, so what does it matter? Well, maybe you do, and that's great, but I want you to, if you've got a lot of money, I want you to be able to keep more of it. If you don't have as much as you'd like, I want to help you earn some more, get some more through your product sales, but I also want to make sure that you spend what you have smartly and efficiently. And so my mistake that I want to focus on for today is number 7 of spreading yourself too thin and not doing a good job anywhere. You see, what happens too frequently is that an advertiser has bet the ranch. We know this one's going to be fantastic. And they'll pull out all the stops and all the marketing muscle that they have behind it. And unfortunately, without sufficient testing, they didn't know how well it was going to perform. And all they hear is the deathly silence of crickets. See, unless your pockets are very, very deep, please, please, please don't try to be everywhere, especially when you're starting out. Chances are pretty good that you don't have the luxury of a sizable budget to fall back on, or a sizable budget that can sustain you through the course of the year. You need to pick your spots. We've touched on that earlier. But what I want to make sure of when you do go into the marketplace, ultimately I want you to be at the point of utilizing 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and a dozen different media pillars to keep the company's foundation and reputation strong. You probably won't get there overnight, and that's okay. Many of the profitable and large companies you see out there today have spent years and years building the foundation that gives them the status they enjoy today. But they didn't start out like that. And that's where too many advertisers, large and small, I think, make the mistake of feeling they have to compete in the big leagues right out of the gate. That can be a death knell for many companies because they don't have the resources. And part of the problem is you end up spreading yourself too thin and being memorable to no one. You'll dilute your own brand by having a lackluster presence in everything rather than a robust, strong presence in maybe 1 or 2 media to start. You simply have to have a solid foundation and good creative and the right message and a call to action in every one of your ads to get your target group to say, oh, hey, I saw these guys last week online. I was doing some surfing, and on one of the websites I saw their ad. They had a great little leaderboard ad. Yeah, that was good, because they were also in the newspaper. They ran a front page banner ad that really caught my attention. And for about 2 weeks, I was pretty sure I heard them on the radio sponsoring a news report or something like that. And that's the kind of dialogue, the awareness that you want to be happening with your prospects. They should ultimately get to know you as part of their day-to-day routine. to become integral and, forgive the grammar, unmissable in their daily routine. You want to have as many touch points as possible without breaking the bank. Now, how do you do that? Well, you start by one media at a time. And you build up some awareness, some profile, some credibility. And when you start achieving some sales, then you put more money back into that which you started to keep that going. And now maybe you try adding a little bit more, maybe some magazine ads for 3 months. And you've picked 2 or 3 or 4 of the best magazines that specifically cater to your industry. And you try 2 and 3 different creatives amongst the magazines, rotating them, and see what kind of response you get. See how many people visit your website. See how many people pick up the phone and say, Dennis, I've got to talk to you. See how many people actually go out of their way and say, this is the product for me. Here's my credit card. How soon can you get it to me? You want to make sure that you have a solid foundation in any one media before you start branching off, because too weak a foundation for any campaign, none of them are going to perform well enough if they are all just underserviced, underpurchased, underplanned. You want to make sure that your foundation is solid. That's where the help of a strong marketing team and a good media person can help you utilize whatever resources you have to deliver something efficient and effective and realistic. Because yes, you can spend as much or as little as you want for as long or as short a period as you want, but you need to spend it smartly, because the campaign will cost you the same amount of money whether it works or not. So please take the time to do a good job. And if it means you only start with one media, that's fine. You are building for the future, and you are building on a solid strength, on a solid foundation, so that when it comes time to layer in more media, you know you've got a base plate that you can rely on, because it's already proven itself worthwhile. So when you're building your platform, your media platform, do them one at a time. And importantly, as I mentioned, if they work, it's fabulous. And you can repeat that success, because now you know what to do. But if they tank, remember, you haven't lost everything. You haven't bet the ranch on a campaign that fizzled after 3 weeks. Spend small to start, to realize some big rewards. And with that, I shall bow out for today. Thank you once again for your time. As always, please visit www.firstimpressionsmedia.ca, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye now.